Shalom, shalom, Kohalayim La, Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua Bahashim Kakwadash, Wa Mashana Kabah Lahaza Kwanyam Shaw, Great Millstone, Shalom Wa Chasad, Laha Bachaya, Shalom. And so, all praise to the Most High Yahweh Yahushua, double honor to the elders and apostles, Great Millstone, peace and mercy to the elect. This is Romans chapter 2 and verse 26. It reads, Therefore, if the uncircumcision keep the righteousness of the law, shall not his uncircumcision be counted for circumcision? So if a believer comes back, chiefly a man, if he comes back and rehearses the righteous acts, will his uncircumcision be counted for circumcision? Yes, it would, because you're washed by the water, by the word, roughly paraphrasing. So that man's a believer, Verse 27, and shall not uncircumcision, which is by nature, if it fulfill the law, judge thee, who by letter and circumcision doest transgress the law. And it's going into that, that which is done shall be done, and there is no new thing under the sun, roughly paraphrasing. So you got those of the circumcision saying that basically you got to look like Wesley Snipes, or you got to basically be all dark, So you have people scoffing. You got people scoffing right now at the fact that they don't believe people are of the circumcision. If they don't look a certain way, they're being carnal, same as back then. So this Romans chapter 2 is basically going into that, because we were scattered all across the different nations. The Lord said that he has a possession in each land of the sea. Each wave of the sea, roughly paraphrasing. So verse 27, and shall not the uncircumcision, which is by nature, if it fulfill the law, judge thee, who by letter and transgression, who by letter and circumcision doest transgress the law. So if that brother repents, comes back to the fact that he is an Israelite, and it says by nature, so if he repents, coming back from that Gentile state of mind, if it fulfill the law, come back to rehearsing the righteous acts, he's an Israelite, judge thee, he could judge you, another brother, who by letter and circumcision do transgress the law. Answer is yes. It says, for he is not a Jew, which is one outwardly, neither is there circumcision, which is outward in the flesh, because he truly repented. He repented from his mind, and the mind tells what type of tree that man is, which the Lord, he looks at that, This is Jeremiah 17:10. It reads, I, the Lord, search the heart. I try the reins, the inner man, even to give every man according to his ways and according to the fruit of his doings. So the Lord looks at what type of man you are, your spirit, the inner man, the reins, and he rewards, he recompenses off of if he was a good tree or a wicked tree, what you produce. All right, going back. It says, neither is that circumcision which is outward in the flesh. I'm going to start back from the top. For he is not a Jew, which is one outwardly, neither is that circumcision which is outward in the flesh. But he is a Jew, which is one inwardly. And circumcision is that of the heart, because that is what truly matters, The outside man per se does not necessarily matter, It says in the spirit and not in the letter, because before we was judged off the letter of the law. All right. Now we're judged off the law of liberty, but this is a quick precept. This is Matthew 23 and 23. It says, woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites, for ye pay tithe of mint and cumin, and have omitted the weightier matters of the law, judgment, mercy, and faith. These ought ye have done, and not leave the other undone. They was being wicked, being over righteous. Verse 24, yea, blind gods would strain at a gnat and swallow at a camel, So they was worrying about small little details. They was judging off the letter of the law, but they wasn't worried about what truly mattered. If someone believed, mercy, if someone needed mercy and judgment, they was judging off the outward appearance, It says, and not in the letter, that's what they was doing in the letter, whose praise is not of men. They was worried about the praise of men. I got another quick precept. This is Luke 20 and 46. It says, beware of the scribes, which desire to walk in long robes and love greetings in the markets and the highest seats in the synagogues and chief rooms and feasts. You got men like this coming back today. They gotta, for the praise of men, they gotta be in the best banquet room. You know what I'm saying? They gotta have the fucking microphones. But this doesn't say microphones, but just going into the fact of they like to look flashy. You know, they gotta have those long robes, the long garments. You know, they worried about the praise of men, which the Lord said He's worried about the inner man. All right, this is 2 Corinthians 3:6. It says, "Who also hath made us able ministers of the New Testament, not of the letter, but of the Spirit. For the letter killeth, but the Spirit giveth life." Hey, so we're no longer going off the letter, because if we was to go off the letter, man, no one would be, living. But of the Spirit, the weightier matters of the law, judgment, mercy, and faith. We're going off the Spirit. We're judged off the law of liberty. For the letter killeth, because we will all be dead right now. We sin every day, If a man say that he's without sin, he deceiveth himself, roughly paraphrasing. But the Spirit giveth life. Hey, so the Spirit gives life. Do you believe on the word? Do you have faith that gives us life? Mashiach gives us life. All right, this is Psalm 130 and verse 3. It says, "If thou, Lord, shouldest mark iniquities, if thou, Lord, shouldest mark iniquities, O Lord, who shall stand?" Who's going to stand? Because the letter killeth. If we was to be judged off of every single thing that we did, we would be dead. But there is forgiveness with thee, that thou mayest be feared. So, verse 4, just going into verse 4, it's forgiveness with the Lord. The Lord has, He's very pitiful, and He has an abundance of mercy, roughly paraphrasing, that thou mayest be feared. So just for example, in the world, if you had a parent that was just always beating your ass for no reason, or not for no reason, but of just always beating your ass, and off of every single thing that you did, it'll be like, well, damn, it's kind of like abuse, per se, just for example. But on the flip hand, if on the same token, if you had a parent that's like, all right, well, they forgive you, you know what I'm saying, you did something wrong, they might not say nothing at that time. You do it again, they might not say nothing at that time. You do it again, they might correct you. You do it again, it's a little bit more stern of a correction the next time they beat your ass. And what that does is you like, well shit, they show mercy, and basically, they told you what you did wrong, so you got to respect it. It has to be respected, because you had an opportunity to change, so now they justified in giving you the ass whooping, so that puts a level of respect right there, But I'm gonna read it again. It says, "But there is forgiveness with thee, that thou mayest be feared." So well, if when and if someone is judged, for doing, well, yeah, if someone is wicked and they judge, it's no choice, man, because the word has went out, and the Lord is very merciful. The Lord, he got to be fair, because He's giving everyone a fair chance. All right. So, hey, Lord willing, that was edifying. Call Halayim La, Yabashim El Shabashim Kakdash. Shalom.